About 5 years ago, I was on my way to see a friend in Rochester, New York, and I had gotten on the plane. And at the time, I was a frequent flyer. I think I was a silver status, and I got an economy plus seat as a result. And as I sat down, somebody had asked me if they could switch seats with me, and if I looked at his seat, I was sitting in the aisle of economy plus. He had a middle seat, and it was in economy. And the other reason that I might have hesitated about switching seats is that I sat down and realized that that seat wouldn't be a problem with me. I have allergies to various fragrances, and so that would have been another contributing factor to why I would have hesitated to switch seats with him. But I switched with him, and the reason being that I thought it might have been some sort of social experimentation. And this guy looked kind of well-to-do, and I thought I might have there might be some reward behind it. Maybe when we got off the plane, he would invite me over to his mansion, or he would introduce me to my future wife, or something like that. It was only a 2-hour flight. What I was giving up was a fixed thing, right? But what I could get as a reward was unbounded. It could have been anything, right? And in my lottery mentality, if you will, I thought maybe I would hit the jackpot. Of course, we got off the plane and nothing happened, and that was that. But it wasn't that big of a loss. But it made me realize that you can always ask. And this past week, I had an incident with a client of mine where both of us made big requests. I've been tutoring this kid. He's 16 years old, and a couple nights ago, his mom had texted me 3 hours before the tutoring, requesting that we change the time. I was supposed to tutor him from 4 to 6, but she wanted to change it from 5 to 7, which was a problem because I wanted to go see the full moon. And at 6 o'clock, I wanted to check the weather forecast again and see if I could head somewhere that was less cloudy to see the full moon. And now that she wanted to end at 7, I've been going to bed at around 9 or 10, so I wanted to be able to get to the destination, get some sleep, and then view the full moon. So that wouldn't have worked out as well. And when I answered the text, I got so upset that I was looking at the phone and then I slammed it on the table. And then I composed myself and I texted back saying that I had a long drive after. It was a Good Friday, so it made sense that I might have a long drive to go see somebody. And I kept it just at that. I kept it brief. Well, the more you explain, the more leverage you give somebody to eke out something else, right? If I had explained I was going to see the full moon, they might have go, you can see it any month, right? Had the person who wanted to switch seats with me on the airplane said something to the effect of, I'm trying to think why he would want to switch seats, aside from just getting a better seat. Had he said something about he wanted to sit next to his family? Maybe this guy had some bladder issues and needed an aisle seat. I don't know what the situation was. But had he mentioned any of that, I might have attacked back with another solution, right? But he kept it so brief that it didn't lend itself to be questioned. The kid I was tutoring, his mom kept it brief to why they would want to change the time. Had they said they wanted to change the time because of yada yada yada, I might have found another solution for them and whatnot, right? So I learned that when you make these big requests to not elaborate too much, just make it clear what you want and let the other side hang themselves. Um, the other thing I noticed was that part of it, and I got my wish. I did the tutoring at 4 to 6. The other thing I noticed is that part of the reason I was able to negotiate back this time was because I wasn't desperate for the money. I was going to make $70 on this session, but I really didn't need the money that much this time for various reasons. And if they had said they couldn't do it, I wouldn't have lost too much, is what I'm trying to say. The other thing is, I knew this kid needed the session badly. I knew that if the only reason they wanted to switch from 5 to 7 was because this kid wanted to go see his girlfriend, I knew he would give up the girlfriend because I had a sense of how he needed the tutoring. So the other lesson I took away from that is to know your enemies, to know to do a little homework on the person that you're negotiating with. Had I known that this person was on the fence about the tutoring, that I needed the $70 to fix my car or just to eat, what else could have uh, had I let's see had they known that I needed the money, had they known that I was desperate for this session for some reason, it might have turned out differently, is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, don't be afraid to make requests, and there's some strategies for doing so, is the message that I took away from this. Thanks for watching.